Welcome to my recap with live trades. I hope you enjoy the content. So today was a small loser. I have some swings that are going, my BlackBerry swing, and I started a UPS trade that started as a day trade. Took a little bit of profits, and then even that as a swing, and then my account shows this NCLH short 4 contract position, but I'm not really short 4 contracts, which would mean I'd be selling premium. And that's not the case. It's just a mistake with DOS, and I closed out the position on Interactive Brokers, so it's just showing that I'm short that position. So it shows I was green there, and then ultimately I think it closed red, which doesn't matter to me. But anyways, finishing the day down 0.76%, which is $38. I have $60 in unrealized gains. Yeah. So, anyways, first trade is on TTD, which I'm not really familiar with trading too much. So, I take some losses on this one today, but nothing too bad. So TTD is on the left here. It broke prior day's high. It's already got this move. The move was a minute ago. When we broke that flag, that's when I should have got in, but I got in really late. I got in basically where I should have been taking profits, and I'm in 2 contracts for at 196 each. And this is just clearly not, doing what I want to see. It made a new high, but then it can't hold above that. It can't push higher right now. It's it's one thing if it's doing this, without making a new high, sort of making a flag pattern, but this is in like a topping pattern, my opinion. So these are cheap contracts. I did size up 2 contracts, and just doing that mentally is it's different than one. I did that a lot, multiple times today. I took 2 contracts. Sort of hoping this will just continue higher, because I do see this a lot where uh, uh, it'll break a new low and then it'll rip higher, but it's not looking good. In all honesty, not looking horrible. Got a lot of green come through on the tape. Ask and above ask. The lighter green, the more lime color, are above ask. The other greens are ask. The white prints are mid prints. The reds are bid, and the purple are below bid. In case you're wondering. So hopefully, what I'm thinking here is we got this little pop and we have a pullback. Now hopefully we're gonna get a candle over candle, rip to new highs. But today the price action was definitely frustrating, and it was real. It wasn't the best in my opinion. But it's my fault for taking the setups I took. I continue to do this. I take mediocre setups and expect to get really good results, and I'm just using up buying power when I shouldn't be. Because there's always setups later on in the day that come in with fire volume, a nice pattern if you're patient, and it just rips. If I just wait for those setups, I'll do a lot better. But sometimes these setups are random. I mean, the setups will look good and then they'll just be duds or But I don't know. I think I should just take a couple trades off the open, see if I have any luck, then chill, and then whether I have luck or not, I should take see what's up at the open, get my feet in the water, so to speak, and then chill out, and then be real patient. Check my capital, and when I have a good setup, I can use buying power. I just there's nothing worse than having a big red day. But besides that, I'm out of the position. I got out for 156.50 average, so down about $80 on that position. So next trade is on TTD. Didn't learn my lesson. So again, we have one of these little flag patterns, but this dropped too much in my opinion to be a good. It's not a high type flag pattern. This pull for the flag is not the greatest. So it's almost made 100% retracement. So this isn't a great setup, and you'll see when I lose money here. Sure. What happened there? But yeah, I mean, I'm in the two contracts at 172. So I got out at like high 150s, and I get back in at 170s. Crazy. I'm definitely screwing up. Like if trading were this easy, where you just see a pattern, then it goes. Like you got to be, I have to be smarter than that. I have to, wait and see if they're trapping. See if, and you just gotta wait for good setups. I mean, this is not good setup. If the declining volume was lower, then okay. But we have this 175,000 shares. That's relative to the other volume. That's indicative of topping volume, given this setup. So I'm out of the position. Down a total of 113 minus commissions. Boeing, okay. So we have this sending channel playing the break. I'm in two contracts, 235 calls. I'm in at 239, by the way. Two contracts. Up a little bit on the positions. You can see in my P&L, like $20. It's like that, break even. Probably red. No, I'm barely red or green. Just really not having the momentum and follow through like I would like, and just not the greatest setup. I mean, the fact that Boeing weren't red here, or correction, that's not red, but from the open it's red. So I think we're in the red here. Yeah, we're a little bit in the red off the open. Yeah, we did gap up a lot, so just bleeding out the P&L and getting the data's just killing this. People that bought at low a day here, they're just getting eaten up. You got stopped out when it broke low a day. a lot of them. This looks more like a short. In hindsight, I noticed that. Not above VWAP. I mean, there's no reason for me to take this long position here. Oh, when I'm done with the recaps, I'm gonna show you my new layout. I always tweak on my layout, but I got a new one that shows. I have 3 charts on my main 4K monitor, and so I won't have the issue of switching between uh, monitors. You know, with my recording, missing trades, which happened today. So this trade, I think I hold this for a minute. I'm still in. Stop out there. I took an $85 loss on BA. So at this point, I'm down $210. And then I'm green 144, but not really 68. So I'm green $70 and unrealized, and 140. I'm red 140 on the day, basically right here. So here's Nvidia on the right hand side, playing this sort of ascending triangle pattern. Now I really like Nvidia post split. Post split. Been a lot more liquid and easier to trade. Been a lot of volume on it. I like it. I'm in Nvidia with 2 contracts, 195 calls at 256. Getting a break here. I like that. So, it would have been, I mean, these contracts are cheap. Like, eventually I'd like to be at a point where it's like I take 20 contracts in NVIDIA. So, like, be at $440 a pop like that. 640 right here. $640 a month. Like, if I were taking 20 contracts, like, not that not that far off. I just got to get above PDT, and then I'll be able to. It would make sense to take 10 or 20 contracts that are $2.56, $256. So I'll get there eventually. I used to be above PDT. I used to have almost 40K in my account, but I didn't really know what I was doing. I was in light speed, and I didn't understand like ask and the bid exactly like I do now. Like I didn't understand how to even place an order. Like I finally figured out how to place orders, like to get in, take liquidity, get in 10 cents above ask, up to 10 cents above ask. I just didn't understand how to get in and out of positions quickly, how to program my hotkeys and hot buttons to do that. And then I had too much. My nerves were shot. I mean, I'd be so anxious and just tense when I'd be in trades, and it was just a horrible recipe for disaster. I mean, one time I waited until a stock gapped up like 6 or 7 times, and then when it was so extended to the upside, I buy 1,000 shares that literally top ticked it. Lost $2,800 in less than a few seconds. So by the time I get out and the bid's dried up completely, I hit the bid for the exit, and I got filled $2.80 or 20 yeah $2.80 lower. I'm out there. The Nvidia trade, I made 17, or I took one contract out, so I made $17 on that one. I'm at 24 on the other one. As now. So this one, I was up a little bit. Like sometimes if I'm down, I just want to get out. But I have a winner, so I scaled out one. Took my little smoker, $17. 15 after commissions or whatever. I mean, in hindsight, it's kind of a joke, but at the time it felt extended. I didn't really want to sit with two contracts all the way for a pullback. We got this. It just closes. This candle closes like this. It's a bearish engulfing candle, and that's not good. But and then eventually my goal is to get to where I'm trading around a core position. I add a couple contracts right there on the drop, add on another drop, and then scale out on pops. Eventually I do want to get to where I'm just buying dips aggressively, selling into pops. Anticipating the buyers come in, being one of the first to be there. I've had done strategies like that before. I had margin, and I did all right with them. Just going off pure when emotions were high, when like in 2020 when we were getting super crazy red candles to the downside, like in Tesla for example. I think I have one video on here, my account way back when, but not too long ago. It was in 2020, but where I was catching falling knives, and it would just the momentum and volatility was crazy. Like if I knew then what I know now, I mean it'd be crazy. I would be able to get some really good plays because that was when it was real easy to counter trend and right. Still on this one. So, anyways, I'm gonna fast forward. I didn't realize I hold this thing so long. Oh, June. There, I close out there. So I made $55 on that one. Not bad. Held out for a little bit. It paid. So down $73 realized and 139. So yeah, the NCL H1 $48. So basically up $30 on the day now. So next trade's on Apple. You can see on the right I took an AMC trade. So I'm in two contracts. 145 puts. I don't have it shown on my or my positions, but you can see in the green arrow I got in two contracts, two 145 puts, and then I contribute this is like what I was talking about earlier, like being patient, waiting for a nice pattern to develop, and then we get some decent relative volume. In this case, fortunately, good volume is really going down. It's increasing volume, or it's a decent relative volume. These two bars aren't increasing, but if the last 3 bars, 4 or 5 bars, it's increasing. Yeah. Not every bar has to increase. You know. So it's doing this little shakeout squeeze, sort of candle, and I was like, okay, if it gets ripped a little bit higher, it gets above VWAP, I'm out. So it didn't get too close to my stop right here, but This happened to me too many times where it'll drop and it'll squeeze up and then it'll drop back down. Yeah, it's happened plenty of times where it squeezes up and rips to new highs a day, but got to give it a little bit of wiggle room, and just closing and building above VWAP would have been my stop. So I'm gonna fast forward this trade because today's longer holds, but oh man. Oh, oh, there it is on the right. The apple's on the right here. So, and I close out there. So that was a $32 win. I will take it. And final trade before I show you my new layout is on Tesla here. Now, considering we're within prior day's range and it's just a choppy day, I shouldn't have taken this. So I get long 1,650 call. My trading lately reminds me of how when I was on Lightspeed. I would get these little $10, $20, $30 smoker wins. At least now I'm holding a little bit longer and trying to, I'm using strategies now that I have, but that I've developed over time. But there's a point when I was in Lightspeed, I got my ass handed to me so much that I would just take $3 win, $2 win, just because it would go red, and then I'd just be like, oh god, get me out. That's not good. So, it was definitely not looking good. I really wish I would have really sized down when I was in Lightspeed, or paper traded for like 6 months or a year until I figured out my edges and all that. This Tesla looks like looks like if it can rip above this, I mean it has a little bit of room. I was thinking VWAP would be a target, but they're like a 1-to-1 risk reward. But as you're gonna see in a second here, it's not. It doesn't look too good. So that purple blow bid, not too much volume there. We got a lot of bid side, a lot of bids, a lot of red on the tape, a lot of blow bids right there. That's some decent size. A lot of mid prints. Those are algos and high frequency traders. A lot of red, a lot of blow bid. Bid. So I'm out right there. That was like a $55 or a $50 loss about. So yeah, that's basically where I finished. Not too much after that. I was pretty much out of buying power. The BA trade didn't work out there, so yeah. Well, anyways, here's my setup. So this is gonna be. I have 1 minute charts, and then I can switch to. 1 minute daily. I can switch to hourly, 15 minutes, whatever, right here, real easily. And yeah, I like it. So I don't know. I hope you like the new setup. And then just so you can see what my monitor and I hope you have a nice day. And yeah, the video is pretty long today, but I hope you if you made it this far, I appreciate you a lot. I really hope you learned something. I've been struggling, and I just my goal is to hold myself accountable, like I've said before. I want to be the most transparent trader there is. My pet peeve is are traders that will only show winning trades. They don't have transparency with their account. They don't show their actual. They're just hiding too much. I don't like that. It depends on the reason. If there's a reason like it messes with your head or emotions. I don't see my P&L during my trades. I don't see my account size during my when I'm trading. It's on a separate screen, as you can see. Yeah, so I want to be the most transparent trader, and I really hope that you find value in these videos. I'm gonna continue to make them, and someday when I have $1 million day, we can celebrate it together. Look back on this and think, wow, and then hopefully people will think if he can do it, I can do it, because that's true. When I'm able to do it, that's what I'll be saying, and that's what will be true. So take care. Have a nice day. Goodbye. Goodbye. Yeah, 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 yeah. Goodbye.